Well, there's some of the thread. It's there's the machine. It's a lot of thread changes that happen while I'm working on this. And let's see if I can get a little closer. Well, that's probably pretty good. I don't know, this light seems to make the camera freak out, but I need it to see. So, anyway, lots of, well, I was turning the wheel the wrong way. This machine, this is a white rotary treadle. The white machines, the flywheel has to run the opposite direction as a singer, or it won't stitch. So this one, the wheel turns away from you. And then I'm also working on machine quilting a quilt and also piecing a top. And I have two other machines in use for those, and they're both singers, and they turn the other way. So you have to kind of adjust yourself to whichever machine you're working on, and takes a little warm up each time I switch machines to get a thing to do what I want it to. When you're new to treadling, you may have to start and stop the machine by hand turning the wheel, so it'll go the direction you want it to, and so that it'll start and stop easy. But once you've practiced a lot, you'll be able to learn to stop midway down or slowly move that needle up or down just by moving your foot. And you'll be able to tell, you sort of learn to look out of the corner of your eye up at that wheel. And as you put pressure on the pedal, either forward or backward, you have to sort of look and see which direction that wheel is turning, so you know which way to press with your foot to get it started going in the right direction, if that makes sense. Anyway, so once you're good at the way the machine works, you don't have to use one hand to start the wheel every time. You can just do it all with your feet. I really have no ultimate plan for what this is going to turn out like, so it's kind of fun to watch it evolve. And I've been thinking about what it might become. One suggestion was that it would make a pillow cover. I think that's a pretty good idea. I probably have enough fabric here. If I fill it all up, it would make a nice pillow cover. I could frame it. What I might do is turn it into an applique and put it onto a quilt. I would need to do a sort of a satin stitch around the edges to keep it all from raveling. anyway, I've just been kind of enjoying playing with it. And it's kind of fun to do things that are not expected. If the expectation that a lot of people have from me is that I do very traditional quilts and quilting, and I do antique quilt tops and quilt restoration, and that's what I'm supposed to do. And if that's not what I'm working on, people get disappointed because that's not what they expect. I have many interests, and it's a lot of fun to do what strikes me as interesting and fun at the moment. It's not that I don't enjoy the traditional things that I do, but sometimes I just need a break and need to be more creative. I am not one to ever do anything by a pattern, and I like to make things up as I go, and sometimes that just it's hard to work that kind of approach into always working on traditional antique quilts. So, anyway, I'm certainly not going to give up my work on those, but sometimes I just need to step outside of the traditional format and do something different. When I started working on embroidery in a machine, I started with very traditional patterns and designs, and this is my first go at just doing something for fun and abstract and different, and I think with any kind of a skill, you need to start with a traditional sort of a foundation before you start branching out from that. It's you learn the basics, the techniques first, and then you can let yourself explore some different ideas, but it's still based on the standard basic techniques from other things. So Earlier I posted video of my making a very traditional quilted or embroidered rose, and it was very pretty. But I was just basically coloring, filling in the lines. And so this gives me a different different set of challenges. I don't know. It's a nice change. It's fun to do. So, even though I have to change thread a million times. Anyway, it's been fun to switch off to this project every once in a while as I'm working on my other things, because well, I guess because I have quilt attention deficit disorder, I can't just work on one. I've almost always got many in progress at once. Let's see, I have 2 up in the studio. I have 3 right here in this room. I got 2 sitting in wait in the living room. I have I think 3 more hanging on a quilt rack in different stages of completion. So anyway, I got gotta be a dozen in progress right now. The thing is that I have found anyway, if I get tired working on one or uninspired by it, that's the time I need to stop. Because if I'm not feeling it, if I'm not having that sort of excited feeling where it's an enjoyable thing, the quilt's going to turn out bad. So I can't make myself work on one if I want it to turn out good. I have to then move on to something else and wait for the inspiration to come back for the other thing.